Welcome to this month's District 6250 newsletter. I'm Dean Ryerson, your district governor. And behind the camera is past district governor Rob Stroud. And Rob's the one that's trying to make me loosen up and smile a little bit, so let's see how this goes for the January newsletter. During this video, we're going to explore this month's theme, which is Rotary Awareness. We'll hear an update about our district's polar plunge for polio eradication. And finally, I want to update you on our 2014 district conference that will be held early in May. Rotary Awareness is a theme for Rotary International for January. And during my recent club visits, I shared a perspective that a friend of mine has about Rotary, that it's an exclusive group of old guys who have lunch once a week. During my club visits, I've been energized by the number of service projects I hear about as Rotarians are engaged in changing lives in their communities and in the world. Yet I'm convinced that we could do more to help members and non-members to understand more about what it means to be a Rotarian, and to know that we're not a bunch of old guys sitting around and having lunch once a week. I'm encouraging our clubs to inform their communities of their work of service, of the work of Rotary around the world, and the personal stories of Rotarians as they have experienced a sense of community, as they have worked together to change lives. Every Rotarian has a story that can be educational and inspiring. The beginning of the new year is a good opportunity to renew inspiration for the rest of the Rotary year. As we begin this new year, we have an opportunity to consider how our Rotary values, our own actions influence public perception of Rotary. Our 5 values include, first, the value of service, service above self, as we create better, safer, and healthier communities, one project at a time. Fellowship is a second value. It's the reason Rotary was founded over 100 years ago. Our friendship, camaraderie, and sense of doing something good together is what keeps us looking forward to our meetings each week. The third value is the value of diversity, and it's important as we work to find ways to see how our club membership can reflect the diversity in the communities in which we serve, and as we celebrate the diverse nature of each of the clubs in our district. Integrity is a value that is fundamental to our organization's identity, and our ethical standards are outlined in the 4-way test. Leadership is the 5th and final core value. As we represent Rotary in our communities, we are seen as leaders as we create and implement the many projects that serve so many in our communities and throughout the world. During this Rotary Awareness Month, it's important that clubs update their web and video and Facebook pages to reflect their current work and activities. Take time at each meeting to have a Rotary moment, to update members on activities that are going on in the world of Rotary. And most of all, share with non-Rotarians the work and values of the world's premier service organization. We're all very thankful for the additional $42,000 that was given to the Rotary Foundation by our clubs and members during November's Rotary Foundation Month. Now we ask Rotarians continue their generosity with our Polar Plunge for Polio Eradication Challenge. At the end of December, clubs in our district and members of our clubs had already given over $44,000 to the Rotary Foundation's Polio Plus Appeal. I'll get this right. The Polio Plus Appeal. It is important to note that the Polar Plunge Challenge is based on what our clubs and members will give as of June 30th, 2014. Thus, our assistant governors, under the leadership of our Polio Plus District Chair Randy Spruill, will be asking club leaders to provide us with the amount that each club will have contributed to Polio Plus by the end of June 2014. I've been encouraged by the many clubs who have informed me that they will meet or exceed our appeal of $34 per member by the end of June 30th. Many clubs are recognizing program speakers by contributing to Polio Plus in the name of speaker in lieu of a speaker's gift. Others are using happy or sad bucks for the polio campaign. Some clubs are inviting non-Rotarians in their communities to contribute to the cause. If our district can raise $100,000 by the end of June, with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation match. That means we'll be able to generate $300,000 for polio eradication. If our clubs will inform us by February 1st that they will meet that challenge, our foundation chair, Joe Ruski, our Polio Plus chair, Randy Spruill, and I will be heading to Neillsville to join Rotarians in that club as they raise funds for service in the Neillsville community through their February 22nd Polar Plunge event. Finally, I want to remind you of our May 2nd through May 4th annual district conference to be held this year in Wisconsin Dells. We'll begin the conference with a district golf outing on Friday, May 2nd. In addition, we're planning a health spa activity for those non-golfers. Our annual district training assembly for club leaders will take place Friday evening. On Saturday, May 3rd, our annual conference with the Rotary theme, Engage Rotary, Change Lives, as our focus will begin. We'll provide participants an opportunity to learn about the work of Rotary in the world and in our communities. Participants will have the opportunity to engage others in breakout sessions that will include fundraising, project ideas, and strategies on how to grow our clubs. You'll hear about the work of the Rotary Foundation and the grants in which clubs in our districts are engaged. We'll hear about the impact of polio on the life of a Wisconsin author, Jerry Apps. And we'll have fun raising money for Polio Plus through a Kentucky Derby Day Ponies for Polio Eradication event. At our Saturday evening banquet, we'll hear a powerful story from a Rotary Youth Exchange participant, and we'll hear about how that experience changed her life due to the engagement of Rotarians in one of our clubs. On Sunday morning, we'll continue to learn about the good work going in our clubs as we celebrate that work while we learn and while we engage one another. The conference will be over at 11:30 in the morning on Sunday. Mark your calendars now for another energizing time as together we engage Rotary and change lives. Thanks for viewing this video. I look forward to next month's conversation with you as we explore the February Rotary theme, World Understanding, emphasizing Rotary's goal of world understanding and peace. The best to each of you as you engage Rotary and you change lives.